This is the most brutal bodyweight workout that anyone can do, but 99% of people quit before the end. Let's see it. If you're looking to build muscle and strength using bodyweight exercises because you don't have time to go to the gym, this is one of the best and hardest workout plans you can follow. To be more specific, it's the hardest bodyweight workout anyone can build up to in just a matter of months. It delivers insane muscle growth while still being safe without putting excessive stress on the joints or increasing the risk of injury. In this video, I'm going to show you two workout plans, a beginner and an advanced. It's important to highlight that beginner doesn't mean anyone can jump into it right away. You will need to properly prepare your body and master foundational exercises first. Why are these plans so effective? Because we will utilize the so-called archer variations. These are unilateral exercises that will train the pushing and pulling structures of your upper body and the strength of the lower body, similarly to one arm and one leg exercises. The difference is that the passive leg or arm remains extended or semi-extended to provide just enough stability and control throughout the whole movement. When performed with the correct technique, it feels like you're doing a one leg or one arm variation. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but I'm saying it's something that anyone can master within a few months. As I mentioned, joint preparation and solid fundamentals are key. I already covered how to prepare your wrists, elbows, shoulders, scapulas, core, and hips for this type of training in my previous videos. It's also essential that you can do push-ups, inverted rows, dips, pull-ups, and full range of motion squats. Once you get those, you're ready to take on these brutal workout plans. I will also give you variations for each exercise so you can perform them at your current level. Now, let's break down the exercises of the first workout plan. The first exercise in the beginner workout is the archer push-up, which serves as the primary pushing movement. In this exercise, you will perform a push-up where one arm does most of the work while the other remains extended and assists by following the movement. It places a heavy load on the chest, the front delts and the triceps while also engaging the core throughout the whole motion. Start by positioning your hands wider than in a standard push-up so that, from a top view, your arms are roughly at a 45-degree angle. Your palms should face slightly outward or forward at a 45-degree angle. Depress and abduct your scapulas, do posterior pelvic tilt, keep your legs together, and maintain a neutral head position aligned with your spine. From here, lower yourself toward one hand by bending that arm, while the opposite stays straight. Your torso should remain aligned and move slightly in the direction of the working arm. Make sure that your scapulas remain depressed on the active side, where it may naturally move closer to the spine. You should feel a deep stretch in your chest while reaching the bottom position. From here, push yourself back controlled and repeat the same motion on the other side. Inhale as you lower yourself and exhale on the push back up. As a beginner, you can start with kneeling push-ups or perform them with your hands on a higher surface like a bar or bench to reduce intensity. As a more advanced variation, you can do archer push-ups on rings. In this case, your body remains straight, but instead of leaning sideways, the passive arm extends outward as you bend the active arm directly downward. Since the rings move freely, this version demands a different level of control, but it's incredibly effective. The goal is to do 10 to 15 reps per side. The second exercise is the archer inverted row. Think of it as the mirror image of the archer push-up, except you're pulling instead of pushing. You can perform this on a bar or with rings. I personally recommend rings or suspension trainer, but a bar works just as well. This exercise mainly targets the back muscles and biceps. The key is to keep your body in a straight line throughout the entire movement and focus on the opposite scapular mechanics, scapular depression and retraction to activate the pulling chain effectively. As you pull with one arm, the other arm extends out to help you maintain the balance and control. What makes this exercise challenging is the angle of the body. The more beginner you are, the more upright you should be. The more advanced you are, the more horizontal your body should be, possibly with elevated feet. Even doing this with straight legs on the floor or bent knees while keeping full body tension is already quite advanced. Start from a passive hang with fully extended arms. Initiate the pulling movement by depressing and retracting your scapulas, Then pull your chest toward the active side hand. Drive your elbow behind your body and open your chest at the top. If you're using rings, your grip should reach the outer part of your chest. Keep your core tight, abs and glutes engaged, and avoid the sagging or waving motion. Your head should stay in line with your body. For breathing, you can either hold your breath during the pull and exhale at the top, or exhale gradually throughout the pulling phase. The key is to maintain core stability at all times. The goal is to do 10 to 15 reps per side. The third exercise is the V sit-up. The movement starts with a hollow body hold, and from there, you lift into a V-shaped position, then return under control to the starting position. It's a dynamic, yet controlled motion, where the goal is to let your abdominals drive the whole movement, not momentum. Lie on your back with your arms extended overhead, right next to your ears, legs straight, and heels off the floor just a few inches above it. From here, simultaneously, raise your arms and legs, forming a sharp V shape with your body. Try to touch your toes, or at least bring your hands as close as possible to your feet. If you don't do this way, you can just support on the floor. Make sure your lower back doesn't arch or lift suddenly. At the top, hold briefly if you can, then lower back down slowly with control. Don't slam onto the ground or use momentum. Exhale as you rise and inhale as you lower. If it's too challenging to do it with straight legs, you can bend your knees and perform the tuck version. The goal is to do 15 reps. The fourth exercise is the Cossack squat. We could also name this as archer squat. The Cossack squat is a powerful unilateral movement that mimics the loading of the pistol squat while simultaneously stretching the non-working leg. With consistent practice, you will notice rapid progress even within a single session, as both range of motion and strength improve together. Stand in a wide stance with your toes turned out about 45 degrees. From here, squat down to one side while keeping your chest up and spine neutral, making sure that your heel stays on the ground. Your knees should track in line with your toes. Try to go as deep as possible. Ideally, your hamstrings should touch your calf. The non-working leg remains straight with either a pointed or flexed foot, whichever feels more comfortable. This exercise builds both strength and mobility in the hips, knees, and ankles. You don't need full depth right away. Go only as far as your body safely allows and avoid bouncing at the bottom. Early on, feel free to hold on to something stable like a bar or doorway for support. The goal is to do 10 to 15 reps per leg with body weight. Once that becomes easy, you can increase the intensity by adding weights like dumbbells, which further boost the strength and mobility effect. So the full beginner workout includes archer push-ups, archer inverted rows, V sit-ups, and Cossack squats. You should aim for 10 to 15 reps with each exercise. You can perform these exercises in a circuit-style workout, which I personally recommend because it saves time, constantly switches muscle groups, and builds your strength and endurance too. Of course, if you prefer a more classic structure, you can just do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps per exercise with 90 to 120 seconds rest in between. Now, let's move on to the advanced workout, which will focus more on training the upper body in the vertical plane. The first exercise is the archer dip. This movement places a serious load on the chest, front delts, and triceps. Since you're now lifting your entire body weight, the intensity is significantly higher than in the beginner version. You can perform this exercise on a single bar or rings. The rings make it even more challenging due to their instability, requiring extra control. Start in the top dip position, arms extended, scapulas depressed, core tight. Initiate the movement by lowering yourself toward your active arm, bending that elbow as your torso shifts slightly toward that side. The passive arm remains straight, assisting from the side throughout the motion. Keep your shoulders down the whole time, don't let them creep up toward your ears. During the descent, your scapulas may naturally retract, especially on the active side. This position gives your chest a deep stretch, which is followed by a strong contraction as you press yourself back up. Inhale as you lower in the eccentric phase and exhale as you push back up in the concentric phase. For progressions, you can use resistance band for support or assist with your feet on a raised surface if needed. The goal is to do 6 to 10 reps per side. The second exercise is the archer pull-up, which closely mimics the load and mechanics of a one-arm pull-up. It primarily targets the lats and biceps while also demanding strong core stability and scapular control. You can perform this on a bar with overhand and underhand grip, a monkey bar with neutral grip, or on rings with extra instability and challenge. Start from a dead hang. Pull up yourself using one arm while the opposite arm extends outward to assist and stabilize. As you pull yourself up, focus on scapular depression, and at the top, move into scapular retraction, open up the chest and draw the shoulders back. Lower yourself under control, then repeat the same motion on the other side. Keep your body tight the whole time, core and glutes engaged, spine neutral. You can breathe in two ways. Hold your breath during the pull, then exhale at the top. This is what we call delayed breathing. The other more advanced breathing technique is when you exhale gradually as you pull. Both are effective. The key is maintaining the tension and control. In the beginning, you can use resistance band looped under your knee or foot, or assist with your feet on the ground if the bar or rings are low enough. The goal is to do 6 to 10 reps per side. The third exercise of the advanced plan is the hanging leg raises, which hits your abs and hip flexors hard. Hang from a bar or rings in passive hang, arms fully extended, shoulders relaxed, no active pulling. From here, raise your leg toward your upper body with straight knee and tight, legs together through the largest range of motion you can manage without swinging or using momentum. The goal is to fold your body as much as possible. Keep your pelvis stable, don't let it swing. Both the upward and downward phases should be controlled. Avoid dropping your legs back down. Exhale as you lift your legs and inhale as you lower them. If the full leg raises are too difficult, you can perform tuck leg raises. The goal is to do 10 to 15 controlled reps. The fourth and final exercise in the advanced workout is the Bulgarian split squat. One of the most powerful unilateral lower body movements using just your body weight. It targets your quads, glutes and core while improving balance, stability and control. This exercise is much closer to a pistol squat, making it a perfect choice at an advanced level. Start in a lunge-like stance with your rear foot elevated on a box, bench or chair, top of the foot resting on the surface. Your front foot should be firmly planted on the ground with full foot contact. Keep your torso upright and let the front knee travel to your toes. If you want to hit your quads more, just lean forward but keep your upper body straight. Keep your core and glutes tight and make sure your front knee doesn't cave inward or collapse outward. Inhale as you lower down and exhale as you press back up. Move slowly and avoid using momentum. If balance is still a challenge, you can hold on to a wall or rail until you develop enough control. If the range of motion is too deep, lower the height of the rear foot platform. Once you're confident with the bodyweight version, you can progress by adding dumbbells or weight plates, increasing the intensity and muscle building potential. The goal is to do 10 to 12 reps per leg with full control and range of motion. So the full advanced workouts includes archer dips, archer pull-ups, hanging leg raises, and Bulgarian split squats. You can perform this workout as a circuit with 6 to 15 reps per exercise, or if you prefer a more traditional approach, do 3 sets of 6 to 15 reps per exercise with longer rest periods between sets. Which exercise or workout did you like the most? Which one you can already do? Drop a comment below, I'd like to hear from you. And if you want to build your dream physique using bodyweight workouts you can do anywhere, following a well-structured method that not only builds strength but also improve your body control and movement coordination, join the Gymnastics Method system. And if you want to get the most out of yourself and support your progress with irreplaceable help, personalized guidance, constant feedback, and 24/7 accountability from an expert, apply to one-on-one coaching. Otherwise, if you want to work at your own pace using the same well-structured system, just click the link below, join the Gymnastics Method community with the app, and get access to all my programs, tutorials, daily workouts, and much more. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and now check out one of my earlier videos on the end screen.